All right. So I do believe I did a reading with you, before, correct? Could- Are you hearing me?
Yeah, say that again one more time for me.
I said I do recall. I do believe that I did a reading with you before.
I've done a few readings with you. I do probably like every 3 or 4.
Oh yes, because when you reached out to me, my spirit was like, "Oh, she feels familiar. She feels familiar." So I'm like, "Oh my God, who is she?" And then they reminded me that one time when I did a reading for you, it wasn't even about your mother, but I do believe I channeled her.
One time I did a reading with you, you channeled my brother, and another time it was my grandmother.
Oh, it was your grandmother that. Oh, okay. It was your grandmother. I thought
The very first reading I had with you was with you channeled my brother. And I was telling a friend of mine about that reading because I was like, it was so, I was like, I said I wasn't even talking, and she just kind of like, out comes all of this stuff, and I don't think what I told her, I said it was such a healing moment because I think I really needed to have that experience because I have been holding on to him, and because it was kind of like we never got any closure about his death and
Mm.
all of that kind of stuff. And so I was telling her that I really needed to probably have that,
Mm.
and I was telling her about you and about the services that you provide.
Yeah. Oh wow. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. I always tell people, feel free to recommend me. I'm always looking to further assist other people, help people on their spiritual journey. Help people get closure from loved ones, things of that nature. So I dearly appreciate it. But for some reason, your spirit, and again, it's perhaps because, like you just confirmed, I did several readings, but the spirit of your mother is so familiar with me, as if I connected with her automatically or
Oh,
before. As soon as
okay.
as soon as soon as you said, "Can you connect with my mother?" and I said, "Of course." And your mother said, "Well, here I am." You see, so she came through automatically. She said, "Here I am," and and she was actually happy that someone was asking about her, or someone actually wanted to connect with her. So that's sort of like a beautiful thing with her. And also, what they also was telling me is that you're doing better mentally, and spiritually, from the past reading that you had with me. They're saying, "Listen, she's progressing," because we were supposed to have our appointment at 1:30. So I was like, you know what? Let me reach out to our spirit guides and see what's up with her. And they was like, "Yeah, she's doing better mentally. You can lessen the amount of stress, I guess, that you've been experiencing. Like, just allow things to be, allow things to flow." And I would say to you, believe and know that positivity will come to you. You know how sometimes you may have doubts, or you just have, like, you're stressing about a particular situation. That stress that you have about situations is what's holding you from receiving what it is that you want. So I would recommend that, you will it into your life. Know that what you want will happen. Success, love, finances, anything that you want or you want to create or manifest, know that is going to happen instead of stressing it. And that's what they were saying. Listen, tell her she's doing good, just to believe more in herself. And what's going on with your dreams? They're speaking to me about your dreams. We're gonna connect with your mother, definitely, because she's here and she wanted to speak with you. But what's going on with your dreams?
on the other night, today is Saturday, so Thursday night, I watched a video. What's his name? Coach Kair did a Periscope that I watched a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not even been a week. He did it earlier in the week about he had a dream or something like that, and I never get to remember my dreams. That's always been a struggle for me, is remembering my dreams. I have friends that can remember their dreams. I even have two friends who talk about these weird dreams that they have when it's weird. But anyway, about some spirits pulling up their clothes and all this other kind of stuff, but that's a whole other topic. So I want to remember my dreams because I never really remember them. So Thursday night, I wrote a letter to my mother. I wrote a letter to my mother. I wrote a letter to my father, and I wrote a letter to my brother. They all passed. And so I just kind of like was, like having this conversation because he was saying before he go to sleep at night, he was like speak to the ancestors and talk to them, and then he go and lay down and go to sleep, and he can commune with them. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try that, but I wrote it down on a piece of paper because for me, writing it on a piece of paper seems more grounding. It just something about the paper feels more grounding as opposed to speaking. And for me, it sounds airy, kind of thing. So my goal is to remember my dreams and to get answers through my dreams. And so I'm working with like how do I do that, and that's like this quest that I'm on, is trying to figure out how do I get answers through my dreams, but so.
Okay, so that's why this dream energy is coming with me. Give me a second. I have the solution for you. You have to anoint yourself with some sweet marigold oil and combine that with it's something called cool or something blue night or blue dream or something blue. Write that down. Well, actually, it's being recorded, so I'll send you the copy. And it's something blue cool or blue night. Those two oils combine, anoint that on your forehead, and that's going to help the pineal gland for you to open up. Because they are speaking to me. They're saying, listen, her dreams, it's there, but it's not there. So now, as you confirmed, you're trying to memorize your dream. So what they're saying, hey, look, you wanna anoint the marigold, and like I believe it's called, because I used to use that, the incense, but they're speaking to me about the oil for you. It's called Blue Night or Blue. I'm gonna get the name of it exactly, and I'm gonna contact you and let you know. But they're not telling me the last part, but it's something blue, okay? And sodalite and lapis lazuli. Sleep with those two. You wanna get you wanna
What's the other one? Lapis lazuli. What's the other one?
sodalite.
How you spell that?
Give me a second. It's SOLIDATE, sodalite, and lapis lazuli.
Okay.
You want to sleep with those two, and even for me, amethyst works well. I'm always, the amethyst is always on my bed. Amethyst lives on my bed, actually.
I,
And
I have some amethyst actually right now with me that I'm carrying with me.
that's good. So then we're in synchronicity with one another. So yes, you can also work with amethyst, and you want to put that underneath your pillow when going to sleep. But this, beloved, again, is going to take some time for you to balance out. Why? Because of the stress aspect of your life. Once you begin stressing less, then your dream, they're telling me that your dream state will be more at ease. You will begin to remember your dreams more. They're speaking to me and they're saying, listen, The reason why you're not um remembering your dreams, give me a second, is because of the stress, and it's because of the different tools that you're not using to help you remember the dreams. Did I tell you? I'm feeling like I told you to put a cup of water by your bed last time. I mean,
I don't recall. So you say put a cup of water by the bed? You may
yeah,
have said that, and I might not have done it.
yeah, I might have said that because they're showing me a cup of water, and that means to put it by your bed, so or by your
Okay.
head or whatever it is. So that it's like a dream catcher, so that you can begin to memorize your dreams. All right, because there is.
Okay, let me ask you a question about that. I
Mhm.
went and got a Reiki. I got a Reiki. I go and get these Reiki sessions and Reiki. I get aromatherapy sessions, and the lady that does them, she told me to do this. The last time I haven't been in about 2 months, but the last time I went, she was saying we were talking about dreams, and she said what you're saying right now about water. She was like, you can put a glass of water by the bed, and she said you can actually before you go to bed, let's say you have a question, and you can ask your question. She said she's done this with her husband, like they were having problems, and she said she needed to have a conversation with him,
Mhm.
but he wasn't able to receive. He couldn't. They couldn't talk about this during the day because he was too upset or whatever. And she said before she went to bed, she would put water by the bed, and she would have this conversation, and that's how she would get answers. Whatever, something would happen with her in her dreams.
Yeah. So there you go again. You know, another spiritual aspect, or another tool that you can use to help you remember your dreams. Um, and that's coming from the spirit realm as well, because they're showing me that cup of water. They're actually like giving it to me, like, here, tell her to
Mm-hmm.
use this. And like I said, the reason for you not remembering your dreams as accurately as you want to is due to the
Mm-hmm.
stress in life, and due to the different tools that you're not using. So I'm giving you your solutions. You want to rub the marigold and that blue oil, which I will get, together, and you're going to anoint your pineal gland. In addition to that, you're going to sleep with amethyst underneath your pillow. In addition to that, you want to get you a necklace, a chain, a necklace with sodalite and lapis lazuli combined, or either or would do good with you. And then you want to put that cup of water by your bed, because there is some messages that they have for you or want to show you to help you along this journey. They want to help you get through what is known as life here on earth.
Okay.
It's like a blueprint, and your spirit guides are definitely supportive to you, but you have to invoke them, sort of say. You have to feed them, or you have to be in alignment with the spirit realm in order for you to receive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you, how do you invoke them? Is it like, so do I just talk to them like I'm talking to you? Is that it?
I do it. That's how I do it. I do it through meditation. I just speak, like I'm speaking to anybody, because they're always with you. And like you said, Coach Kayer, he does something prior to entering the spirit realm, or rather just speaks into the, asks the spirit realm for protection or answers, and then he gets it. Communicating with the spirit realm is really, really not that challenging. What's challenging is the messages that are being received. You have to know who is giving it to you. That's
Right, okay.
yeah,
That's what I was going to ask you,
yeah.
because I went to yoga class,
Mhm.
and my yoga teacher, she was saying, you need to know who's speaking to you, because she said she had an experience where it was she had like her spirit guides, but then she had like this negative energy or these negative spirits, like And so she was saying you have to be in. You need to know. Sometimes you have a war going on. So and so my question is, how do you like? So do they speak to you like? Can I hear them at like you talking to me, or is it a low voice? Is it a whisper? Is it intuition? Like, how do I know? Like, how do I know it ain't my mind? This is just not me and my drunk monkey mind that's talking.
Yeah. Well, it's a difference. It's a difference between the chatterbacks, which is the monkey mind, and that true spirit. Once you begin to quiet down that monkey mind, and that's another process. See, once you begin to quiet down that monkey mind, you will now begin hearing that inner voice of yours. Say, for example, you're in a party and the music is loud. You can't hear the next person. In order for you to hear the next person, you gotta bring down the music, right? Same thing with you. In order for you to hear your spirit or hear who you are or hear that inner true voice of yours, you have to quiet down that chatterbox, that monkey mind, that mind that goes rapidly, ongoing. You have to quiet that down, and that's a process within itself. So once you have mastered shutting down the chatterbox, okay, you will now become at peace with yourself and be able to distinguish what voices is being heard. One thing's for sure. One thing's for sure. I always say never second guess yourself. Okay, when you get to that chat, you quiet down that chatterbox, and you are comfortable with yourself, and there is messages being delivered to you. When you're comfortable, you have to go with it. You can't say, "Oh, how do I know?" All of that confusion is gonna mess you up. That's what messes you up. Like a Piscean, you have to believe. You have to believe. You have to know. Like an Aquarius, they know. You see. So that's that's where the differences and the practices comes with spirituality and speaking to the spirit realm. Now, sometimes, see, with me, because I can see spirits, I know who's talking to me because I see who's talking to me. See, that's something totally different. That's not how do I know my inner voice. No, my inner voice is within me, and that's through meditation. And that's when I ask my spirit something, and I'm calm and I'm at peace, or rather, if I'm going to sleep and I'm asking my spirit something, and the spirit reveals it, rather in the dream world or right then and there, I believe in that voice. I believe in that voice. See, that's the difference. You have to know. You have to believe. But again, before going through that quiet stage, you have to go through that period of quieting down that chatterbox. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have another question in pertaining to that?
No.
Okay. All right. So give me a second now. You want to connect with your mom?
Yes. Yes. That'd be great.
Mhm. She's wearing a purple dress, very very lovely. She's wearing a long purple dress and she's giving you flowers. And she's saying, "Follow the path, my dear. Follow your path. Follow what you believe to be true. Follow your dreams," is what she's saying. And things will go good for you. So I feel like you are in a cycle or in a transition of starting something new. You need to, whatever it is that you came here on this planet to do, you have to figure that out. And you have to walk your path of true righteousness. and she's giving you flowers, and they're giving you and they're supporting you in that way. Your mom and your grandmother, and they're supporting you in that way, and they are saying, listen, follow your true spirit and follow your path. They're giving you flowers. I want you to, when you get a chance, you want to buy a bouquet of lavender flowers. They're very, very beautiful. Not the stick. I'm talking about flowers that look like purple. You know, like that lavender color flower. Okay.
Actually, I was gonna go to the store and buy a lavender plant, and I was like, I'm gonna put this in my room.
That's the spirit realm. Go ahead.
To sleep with. Yeah, I was thinking about that. That's been on my mind for like the last 2 or 3 days, to go to the store and buy a lavender plant and put it in the room where I sleep at.
Now this is and you don't and we're not gonna say this is a coincidence, because it's no such thing as the coincidence. You're just aligning yourself with your true purpose. And now, as you are getting this reading, and your mother's coming through, and she's dressed lovely in this like purple lavender dress, and she is giving you lavender color flowers, is no coincidence that you already felt the need to purchase a lavender plant to remember your dreams, which is the spirit realm. No coincidence. No coincidence. So if you have already been thinking about getting a lavender plant, that's your spirit telling you to do so, then I will recommend you to do it. In addition, in addition to getting these flowers, and she's also showing me a garden, and she said it's plentiful. It's a lot, like there's so much here. There's so much abundance that you can, receive only if you believe. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh. Give me a second. Were you thinking about gardening or something?
I started a garden in the backyard, and I want to kind of like expand it to maybe add some other things to it. So, but I have it's small right now. It's just like some collard greens, some turnips. I have some beets because my mother loves beets. What else is back there? Some green onions. It's just like green stuff. It's a few trees too. It's a peach tree. There's a lemon tree back there that was there prior to me starting the garden. So there are a few things there.
Yeah, 'cause this showing me this garden, and they're saying it's plentiful. It's like an abundance. I want you to stick with that. I want you to stick with gardening. I want you actually, in the near future, if you continue on with it, you'll be successful. You can even be selling food, and I'll buy it. Selling food to different people in the town, in the neighborhood, or whatnot. Fresh organic fruits and food. That's definitely a plus. So you want to stick with that as well. I'm seeing something with water. Wash. You want to go, and she's telling me you want to go by the sea or the river or the beach. Where am I calling you from? Where you at?
I'm in Los Angeles, and I told a friend of mine last night, I was like, I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow, and I'll walk in the water.
There you go. That's that spirit realm. I told you, you're already aligning yourself. But now these are confirmation that what you have already been feeling is within spiritual alignment. Okay, because she's telling me, tell her to go to the beach. So you already said that wanted and had this feeling of going to the beach. That is in honor of your mother. And yesterday is the day that you said, "Listen, I want you to connect to my mother." So there's no such thing as coincidence. Okay, go to the beach, go wash yourself. You want to get that beach water. You want to get 3 bottles of that beach water, gallons. Okay, I want you to get gallons of that beach water. I want you to pinch sea salt in each of the gallon of water, and you're going to take yourself a 3-day bath. And you are going to put some rosemary in the tonic as well. That's what they're showing me. That's to clear you, circulation, blood flow, spirit flow. Okay, you want to do that? Give me a second. 3 days. When is the full moon? Are you aware or no?
I can look. I can see.
I'm feeling like because you gotta do a clearing, but they're telling me what to do for you. Well, your mother actually is giving me this information. And she's saying, like you said, you was already thinking about going to the beach, so that's step one. And then step two, you're gonna go with 3 gallons of empty bottles of water, 3 gallons. You're gonna fill it up with the beach water, because the beach water is like spirit realm, that's the mama. Okay, so you're gonna fill that up. You're gonna pinch one pinch, boom, in each of the gallon of water. And then you're gonna chop up some fresh rosemary. You're gonna add that up into each of the gallons of water. You're gonna take a 3-day bath with that. You're gonna add that to your bath water, okay? And of course, you're gonna go into prayer. Before they're telling me, before you enter the beach water into your bath water, you're gonna go into prayer, meditation. You want to light up a white candle each day that you're doing this as well, for clearing, for clarity, for peace, for protection, for the light, for you to walk through. This is a good reading. I like this. I get a very good feeling from your mother here. Was she spiritual or religious or?
Yes, my mother, she was into, we grew up in Louisiana, so, kind of like, she would sometimes practice voodoo or hoodoo, that kind of thing. And she was into card readings and stuff like that. And so there's this story that goes, my mother went to see some man, and apparently he wasn't a good witch doctor, because he told her when she make 40 and I would be 7, she would die. And coincidentally, this occurred. I don't know. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah. Okay. That did happen, but I'm not feeling that he was the one that made that transaction happen. She said that it was meant for her to go. She had to go to the spirit realm. Your mother did not belong in this. This is not where she belongs. She's a little bit too powerful. Yes, she was into the voodoo thing, but her spirit, um, it was like 1,000-fold. Like she's needed somewhere else. Her energy is too strong to be here on this planet, so she got taken away. She was only supposed to be on this. She actually lived a little bit longer than what she was supposed to live, because she gained all the experience and things of that nature, and it's now her time. It's like her expiration date to go. But yeah, she didn't die from that. I'm not She's not telling me that she died um from the guy or whatnot. But he gave her something. She's showing me something. Give me a second. What is this thing? It's like this guy here. He looks like a Barasamdi type of guy. Are you familiar with Barasamdi? Oh shoot, you just said you were from Louisiana. He's a Haitian priest. Barasamdi is very known. Barasamdi is actually one of my friends, one of my peoples. But the guy that she went to, um, he looks similar to Barasamdi. Um, give me a second. And he's speaking to me about the crossroads. So he dealt a lot with death. But again, I'm not feeling and I'm not picking up that he was the cause of her death. I feel like it was her time to go. But she, like you said, she was involved with the spirit realm, and she was basically needed somewhere else. Right now, right
My
about,
mother, my
yeah,
mother, when she died, she was 40 and she wasn't sick. She didn't have
right,
any illness, nothing. She didn't have any of that.
right.
And the coroner, she used to drink Budweiser beer, and the coroner said that she died from chronic alcohol. Chronic dehydration due to alcoholism. And my grandmother, I always thought that was strange because she was 40. She wasn't sick. There was nothing wrong with her. And the only thing she could think of was this incident that she had with this man.
Well, listen, let me tell you one thing. Um, let me tell you one thing. You know how sometimes if things happen to you on a spiritual level, people on this physical plane is not going to pick up on that at all. At
Mm-hmm.
all. If someone did something to you on a um spiritual level, physically these doctors ain't go. They don't know nothing about nothing. Okay, so that's why I'm picking up that she made the transition due to spiritual purposes. And again, it may need for me to go into a deeper meditation to revisit what happened to her, but right now I'm not quite seeing that was a connection. Although this guy deals with deals with death. He does deal with death. He deals with graveyards, and because he's appearing like Barasamdi. And Barasamdi is a voodoo priest that deals with the graveyards and death, like an Osiris, the underworld. That's the energy that I'm getting off of this guy. But he gave her something. He gave her a cup, like this cup, and it's like black. It's like a dark um energy type of thing. Like I said, I feel like if I have to go, and write this thing down or go deeper into this, I can definitely do that. No problem about that. But again, I feel like it was, due to spiritual reasonings that your mom passed away. Like you said, she was healthy. It wasn't nothing wrong with her, none whatsoever. She's not even showing me that. She's actually appearing herself as Yemaya or Yemaya, as some people would say. Very, very, very at peace. Very a goddess energy. And let me tell you something. 4 represents stability, so, and security, so, which is 40. So she transitioned in her year of being secure with leaving what it is that she left behind. She left you at the precious age of 7 years old. We dealing with the Christ energy. Christ. When your chakras, the different chakras, has when you when you rise, or rather elevate your chakra levels. Now I guess the seventh chakra is the pineal gland, or the all seeing eye, or whatnot. That's when you are illuminated, and that's when the Christ in you resides or comes about.
Mhm.
That's a very good numerology or astrological or rather occult uh path, or not path, but it's a connection. I'm gonna say it's a connection. It's definitely a connection that she left you at the tender age of 7, which represents the Christ illumination. Finding yourself, and her, she left at 40. So we dealing with the number 4, meaning security. So she was secured with leaving who she left behind to go and live in another dimension, or continue on with her path in another
Mhm.
dimension. And I'm feeling like, again, she's an angel. She's really, really an angel. If you also want to give offerings to her, you said she drinks Budweiser beer. Go go with that Budweiser beer and to the beach and give it out. Put it on a rock, something. Give offerings. You have to give offerings, okay?
Okay.
To her.
Mhm.
Um,
She
give me.
likes beets too.
Well then,
Red beets.
so so then cook her up some beets or whatever, beet juice or whatnot, and give it to the spirit realm, because give it to the water spirit, because she's coming to me like Yemaya. Are you familiar with Yemaya?
No, who's Yemaya?
Yemaya, yeah. You know her? You don't know her?
No, I only remember, in the movie Love Jones, when Darius meets Nina, and he says, um, "Is your name Yemaya?" Hell no, it's got to be Oshun.
Well, look, Oshun.
And I fell in love with that movie that's my all time favorite movie. I'm like, and so I'm always saying that in my mind, like, is your name Yemaya? Hell no, it's got to be Oshun.
Shoot. But actually, they're both. I mean, some people will connect or relate them to the same, to being the same entity, because
Mhm.
Oshun, you can go and feed Oshun at the water, at the water side, and you can also feed Yemaya at the water side. But Yemaya is a little bit more superior than Oshun. Oshun is younger than Yemaya. Oshun is like the lady in her 30s, and Oshun is like the mother of her.
Mhm.
So she's the mother of mothers.
Mhm.
Give me a second. How many siblings you have?
My mother had 6 children. She had boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
Yeah, see
And
them.
my brother Peter, um, he passed away.
Mhm. Yeah,
Are they together? Her birthday is on the 14th. His birthday is on the 15th of July.
I was just gonna ask you if who's the water sign. I was just
Both
gonna
of them.
ask you
They
who's the
Cancer.
water. I was. That's. Are you seeing the connection here? Like water, going, spirits, rituals, offerings, Yemaya.
Mhm.
Are you seeing the connection? She's a water sign
Mhm.
dealing with, and
Mhm.
then I told you to take the 3-day bath during the full
Mhm.
moon. Cancer is governed by the
Mhm.
moon. See how all of this
Mhm.
is coming in alignment? And I'm like, who is the water sign? I'm feeling like someone here is the water sign. And you just confirm it's both of them, so that's good. But what I'm saying is, in terms of your children, because her children, she's saying, I love all my children. I love all my children. So that's why I'm like, well, how many children do she have? And that relates to her being the mother of all mother, as we were speaking about Oshun, and I said Yemaya is Oshun's mother. And when I said that, your mother said, I am the mother of all mothers. And I'm like, well, okay, well then how many children do she have? And you just confirmed 6. actually, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. 6 actually is Oshun's number. We dealing with we dealing with the Virgo. We dealing with Virgo, the Virgin Mary. We dealing with abundance, prosperity, health, love. Look it up. Look this thing up. This 6. The number 6 is Oshun. So it's no coincidence. This is.
And I'm the 6th child.
See. You see, so that's why she wants you to go to and do the offering. So then you're the Oshun and she's the Yemaya. And what they said in the movie again?
He said, that's Love Jones. He said, is your name Yemaya? Hell no, it's got to be Oshun.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
my line.
There you go.
Of all the lines in the damn movie, I was like, rewind that, play that back, play that.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Like, I love stuff like this. I love it. 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 I just so love it. I am so thankful that you also chose me and I'm able to connect with your mother in this way and put put the pieces to the puzzles. And this is good, and now it will help you on your way to spiritual enlightenment. Even if you want to take an Oshun bath, I even prepare Oshun baths for people. I don't know if you're aware of that, but I even do that. But for you too, you can take an Oshun bath, and two, you wanna give me a second. You want to let me hear what she's saying, cause Oshun now was coming up. We speak of her name a little bit too much. Give me a second. Give her 5 pennies. Give her 5 pennies.
I got 5 pennies right here.
This is not a joke. This is not a joke. Give me a second. You want to give her orange. Okay, this is what you do. Let me see what she's telling me. Okay, get one orange, sweet orange. Make sure it's nice and juicy. Okay, sweet orange. You're gonna cut that orange in 5 pieces, right? You're gonna sprinkle. You're gonna sprinkle some honey on the orange. Now this is the thing. When you pour the honey on the orange, you want to taste the honey first, right? You want to taste it. You want to say, "Look, Oshun, open the doors for prosperity, abundance. Allow me to see the way. Guide me along my path. I am you. You are me. We are not separate. So don't approach her as she's superior to you, because she's not. My sister who made the transition, she's Oshun, and I give her money when I want. She don't demand money from me. So you don't approach this like she's superior than you. No, because she is you. Okay? So what she's looking at me like, I yeah, no, but you gotta notice, because to the extent that you approach these different entities as if it's like they're superior, then they will treat you in that way. And you don't want to have that relationship with them. You want to have an equal relationship. So you want to give her some offerings. Yeah, you want to give her some offerings. Now I'm sorry, because we're having a conversation now, but you want to give her some offerings. You want to give her orange, a sweet, juicy orange. You want to cut it up in 5 pieces, okay? Because she's showing me right now. Cut it up in 5 pieces. She's showing me honey, organic honey, sweet, sweet organic honey. You can even go to like like a farmer's market.
I go to this farmer's market and they sell honey, and I'm gonna go over there and get some, because she has all kinds. She even has orange blossoms. So orange blossom honey for her.
Well
My
then,
mother didn't want anything from the farmer's market.
we gonna get to your mother too, but let me tell you this ritual before we get to your mother. You see that orange that orange honey you just said?
Mhm.
Get that one. Get that one.
Mhm.
Okay? You're gonna sprinkle because she's showing me. You're gonna sprinkle the honey around the orange, all over the orange. Make sure again that you taste the honey. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get some yellow glitter. Get yellow glitter, okay?
Okay.
And then you're gonna sprinkle the yellow glitter on top of the honey and the
Mhm.
orange. Okay?
Mhm.
Now, you're gonna go to the riverside and you're gonna give the
Mhm.
offerings on top of you giving the 5 pennies. This is what you do. Listen to me. This is what you do. You have a plate, okay? You have a plate. You have the orange and the stuff that I just told you. Now you're gonna put the pennies around it. That's how she wants you to give it to her. Okay?
Okay.
Are you clear?
Yes. So I get a saucer, put the 5 pennies around it, put the orange in the middle with the honey and glitter, and put it in the water.
Put it by the water. Like there's rocks.
Put it by the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there's
Okay.
big rocks and stuff like that. Wherever it won't flow at. Don't put it in that water. She don't want it. She don't want it in the water. Just put it in,
Okay.
like, give it, yeah, okay? All right? Give me a
Okay.
second. What's your mother asking for now? Let me see. Um, uh, as I told you, you want to give her the Budweiser beer.
Mhm.
You want to give her the beets.
Mhm.
Um, she's also speaking to me
Do
about
she want some
green.
cards?
No card. No card.
She likes spades.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever it is that you know that she like, you can add that too. But
Oh, okay.
but she's showing me like a green vegetable or greens. Um,
Oh, she loves salads and greens and all this other kind of stuff. She was really into healthy eating.
so get so then make her some beets and some greens, and then with a cup of
A beer.
Budweiser beer, and then but this is the thing. You're not gonna put the offerings on the same in the same area. That's not what you're gonna do. You're gonna put it differently.
Mhm.
Okay? You're gonna put the
Okay.
Oshun offering on one side, and
Mhm.
then you're gonna go somewhere else, far away, and you're gonna put your mom.
Mhm.
You're gonna give your mom her space. Okay?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
and and then and then you are going to get the water. You get the water after you give the offerings. You don't pick up the water and then do the offerings. Offerings first, water second.
Okay.
And that's gonna remove things, you know. And listen, don't you can this is something that you particularly is for you that you can do
Mhm.
continuously. You have
Mhm.
recipes to communicate with the spirit realm. And this is only for you. So I know people that's gonna be watching this is gonna try to do this. It's not gonna work for them because this is your, this is for you. Um,
Mhm.
but so this is something that you can continuously keep doing. Okay.
Mhm.
All
Mhm.
right, and it's very inexpensive, expensive or whatnot, and it will be a good deed, and it's gonna wash a lot of unwanted feelings, emotions, obstacles from your life, and help you to grow your business, help you to grow fertility, like your mother said. It's an abundance of things here. Okay.
Mhm.
jewelry too. I see luxurious things. Okay, so we dealing with Oshun with that one. All right. So you have other questions?
Mm-mm. No, that's it.
That's it, Patrice. Well, I'm very glad that you contacted me. And I'm happy that I was able to further assist you, and to help you along your journey.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I'm
Mhm.
happy that you are here and you do
Mhm.
this.
Mhm.
Because
Yes.
I'm like, we need people like you. We need people to have a different, outlook on. I think we don't have especially if you grew up like in a church or whatever.
Mhm.
I used to go to church for a little while, but I never ever really totally got into like the church. Not that I'm knocking it, but I grew up. My mother, she practiced. Sometimes she would be practicing her hoodoo.
Mhm.
Sometimes she would go to church. She was kind of like she dibbled and dabbled in everything, and she was not rigid about whatever it was. I think she was highly spiritual, and I think that's why she was always seeking. Because we would joke when we was growing up. It was a joke like, "Oh Lord, this week, what are you guys this week? Are you Jehovah's Witness? What you practicing this week?" Because she was really like into different things, and so we
Everything.
grew
Yeah.
up like that. And I have several aunts that way. They too are practitioners of like hoodoo or voodoo, whatever. And
Mhm.
I think we have this idea in the world of, we should be afraid of that. And I think if we understood some of these things, we could also get assistance as opposed to always dealing on such a carnal level here.
Mhm.
And also, too, I was telling a friend of mine, he's a Muslim, and so we were talking, and I said, well, I think that we can speak things into existence. And I
Mhm.
was giving him an example. I said, I've been able to do this on a very minute scale. Like I think about, I wanted a chair to do yoni things at home. And I was like, well, I need a certain kind of chair. So I could, you know, cut it, just unscrew it and put a toilet seat on it, all the kind of stuff like that. And I was telling them about that experience. And then it was like, I wanted yellow towels and
Mm.
roses, white roses. I didn't want to have to go down to spend a whole bunch of money for these roses. And I was in Walmart and I found the right roses. They was $4.99, and
Mm.
these roses, when I brought them home, they bloomed. They were so beautiful.
Mm.
I didn't even really them roses. I kept those roses for like 3 weeks. I was just really nursing them because they really manifested well. And so I just kind of like think that people like you that have these talents and abilities, we need people like that to assist
Mhm.
people that may not know how to tap into these abilities. And honestly, when I first started using your services, not that I was like what's the word? Kind of like when people are kind of like doubtful.
Mhm.
Not so much doubtful, but
Mhm.
I was like, I need some. I'm not doubtful, but
Mhm.
maybe someone to seal it for me.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you did that. It was so crazy because my first reading with you, I was on the phone crying like a newborn baby. He said, "Oh, you don't have to be shy or ashamed to cry in front of me." But it was truly a healing experience, and it was a healing moment. And I think I really did need that
Mm. Mm.
to happen.
Mhm.
And so I'm just grateful that you're here and that you have this ability or talent.
Mhm.
So.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I thank I thank the spirit realm all the time, and I thank myself for following my true destiny, because I could be doing anything else. But let me tell you, beloved, I stay home and I channel. I do readings for people, spiritual consultations, even baths. So I'm thankful that I am following my true passion, and I've touched people all over this planet, and the what I get out of it is when someone else comes back to me and say, thank you, I was able to move forward from that traumatizing experience, or thank you for connecting with my spirit guides or loved ones, and thank you for giving me closure. Like, that's where my blessings come in at. monetary thing, monetary stuff is always gonna come to me. Like I'm always, the universe is always blessing me in that way. But like you said, you're thanking me, but I'm also thanking you, for choosing me to help you along your path. Very, very grateful, very, very humbled. Very accurate. As you experience and I just you got to think the unseen, and you have to think the spirit realm. Yeah, definitely, and myself for believing in myself. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, beloved. So again, I wish you well. With all your endeavors. You know, continue on with doing what you need to do. Stop with the stressing. Believe in yourself. You got you have your recipes to do your rituals. That's a plus. Now you got some homework to do. And things are going very well for you. So you don't have to, put, doubt your future. I'm not saying that you are, but like, let things flow, and it will come to you. Believe me. I'm not seeing anything bad. I am seeing abundance for you. So, stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, thank you.
Yes,
And
beloved.
I want to say, I wish you the same thing, lots of peace and blessings and abundance and, prosperity in all areas, not just like the monetary, but, in all the ways that we seek abundance and prosperity, so.
Yes. Yes, beloved. Okay. So I thank you and I bless you and I love you. Peace.
All right. Same here.